Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. WWE's Monday Night Raw full show preview for June 3rd, 2019. It has been announced that Paul Heyman has confirmed that Brock Lesnar will cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase against Seth Rollins this Monday. Brock Lesnar has not had a match on WWE's Monday Night Raw his entire time since returning to the company after WrestleMania 28. The closest we ever got is actually when Brock said that he was going to have a match against Seth Rollins the night after WrestleMania 31. Rollins came to the ring, but as Brock was coming to the ring, Rollins fled the arena. I guess that didn't count as a cash-in because Rollins was able to keep the briefcase until he cashed in after... I was going to say Battleground, but they actually had a match at Battleground, Brock versus Rollins, which led to The Undertaker coming back. But, no, they cashed in the briefcase at 31. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind, I got lost there for a second. Rollins didn't have the briefcase anymore because he cashed it in the night before WrestleMania 31. But, this week on WWE's social media, Stephanie McMahon actually took... outrage to what Brock Lesnar has been doing with the Money in the Bank briefcase, how Brock has sort of been, taunting Kofi as well as Rollins with the briefcase, but not actually cashing in. I don't know if WWE was hoping that in character that Brock was going to cash in the briefcase and be a part of the Super Showdown show, but basically... Stephanie has said that she's going to talk to the powers that be, Vince and Triple H, and find out what they want to do with Brock. So Brock might have in mind that he's going to come out on Monday Night Raw, cash in the briefcase, have a match against Seth Rollins, and become the new WWE Universal Champion again, only to have Stephanie come in and basically say, hey, Brock, we don't like what you're doing with the briefcase. We feel like, you're against, what WWE's trying to do with this, and we're going to suspend you, and we'll see you come SummerSlam, and that's how you keep Brock off television, because it didn't really make much sense when Dolph Ziggler laid out Kofi Kingston on SmackDown to become the number one contender, and Kofi just was counting the lights in the arena, and Brock was nowhere to be seen. But then again, Brock don't work SmackDown, so that you get what you get there. I think that what Brock has been doing with the briefcase is exactly what the briefcase was made to be. If you go back to Edge, carried around that briefcase for months. He won that thing at WrestleMania. He carried it all the way until December. Nobody really knew what it was, but at the time, everybody was saying that it was the ticket to main eventing WrestleMania. Although, when he did cash it in after the Elimination Chamber, everybody was sort of like in panic, like, is that allowed? Is that allowed? And WWE made up the rules basically as they go. And it counted, and that's what it became, with guys like CM Punk winning, a championship after somebody is laid out in the middle of the ring. It's taking like every opportunity to win that belt, whether if the champion is at 100% and you want to just a clear cash-in day where you're like, when John Cena had it, he said, I want to fight CM Punk, Raw 1000, and, or you could basically be like Rob Van Dam and say, I want to have a match against Cena at the ECW pay-per-view, or you could just be running down when, three guys have just taken somebody to the woodshed and left them laying, and now you're the new champion. And Jack Swagger did that when he cashed in against Chris Jericho after Edge beat him up. It's just the way the world works when you have that briefcase. If I had my money on the table, I don't think Brock cashes in on Monday. I'm guessing that more than likely we're going to see Stephanie step in, and it's sort of a way of getting Brock off television for the next, June and July, until we get to see him at August, whether if it's going to be a surprise or whether he's going to be advertised for the actual show. We got The Undertaker showing up. He's going to be, basically given some sort of a promo against Goldberg. Goldberg's not going to be there. I think Goldberg's actually booked for SmackDown, so I'm not looking for a bunch there. It's going to be really fun seeing Roman Reigns team up with the Usos, going up against the Revival and Drew McIntyre. Then we've also got an explanation of why the Rey Mysterio is being stripped of the United States Championship after his injury to Samoa Joe, and they're going to be hyping up Lacey Evans. As you know, she's supposed to be built up to be having another match against Becky Lynch sooner than later. So that's going to be Monday Night Raw. We're probably going to have another video talking about The Undertaker making his appearance. So we'll cut back to you with that one in just a few.